Hey, that's a lot of ballata. Hi, friends, and welcome back to Bollotta-FIDE, your one and only pod about events and entertainment. I'm Anthony Bollotta.
And I'm Alexia Cristina Apostolidis.
Oh, hello, Alexia Cristina Apostolidis. I think it all came out that time.
It did. It came out beautifully.
So happy, so happy. So here we are. Here we are. It's the end of July, which means it's the end of our celebratory 250th anniversary month. Did you do anything fun?
I did. I went to see the San Diego Wave beat Gotham FC. So that was great. Our NWSL women's soccer team.
Wow. What was the score?
It was 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Not 2-0.
No.
2-0.
No. And I even shudder saying soccer because it is football.
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 It's not soccer, it's football.
Football. Playing on the pitch, in their kits,
okay, so
with the gaffer.
Okay, so tell our viewers, what's the difference between soccer and football?
The difference is soccer is the American way of saying it, and football is the original. Because it wasn't created in this country, right?
No, it wasn't. And it was created before we created another game called football.
Mm-hmm. And interestingly enough, it makes sense for it to be football because you play with your foots, not with your hands. So I don't understand why American football isn't called handball.
Well, why isn't it called feetball then?
It could be, except for, you're usually only kicking the ball with one foot at a time. Because if you can kick the ball with both feet at a time, that's magic.
But if you could play soccer with one foot, that would really be magic.
Yes. And there are
I'm just saying.
People out there that do. I mean, they have a prosthetic.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. And that's magic. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, then. Words. The more you know, the better you communicate.
And the better your chance of getting others to listen and care.
That's right. And who doesn't want that?
We all want that.
Exactly.
We all want that.
So, today's word of the week is...
Yes?
Mellifluous.
Ooh. Mellifluous.
Mellifluous.
Okay. Mellifluous, if I can say it properly, spell it.
Mellifluous. Mellifluous. Mellifluous.
Can you define it?
I sure can. Mellifluous, sweet or musical, pleasant to hear. Mellifluous.
Oh, I like that. Use it in a sentence correctly.
I shall now use it in a sentence correctly. Mellifluous. Chiara Capobianco's mellifluous tones emanate from her harp, but exude from her heart. Mellifluous. I have another one.
Nicely done. Okay, bring it. I'm all ears.
Mellifluous. Mel, if Lewis goes, I can't. Mellifluous.
Gosh, you're pretty.
Did you catch it?
I did catch it.
Yeah. Thank you.
That was funny. I liked that.
Thank you.
Scared me.
Scared me too.
A little jump,
Yeah.
It's okay. But you got the pacemaker going, so we're good.
Exactly. Now it's your turn. Tell us what you think of the word of the week. Leave your comment below, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. That's all you have to do. When we return, we'll chat with our artist of the week, Chiara Capobianco.
But first, here she is on the harp.
Hey, thank you for joining us on Bollotta-FIDE.
If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.
Today we have with us an incredible harpist. She has performed across the globe for the creme de la creme, and she lights up every room with her grace, elegance, artistry, and talent. Please welcome the amazing Chiara Capobianco.
Grazie. Thank
Brava,
you.
brava.
Grazie.
Yeah, right?
Wow, what a beautiful introduction.
Beautiful introduction.
Thank you.
You know, we've had Chiara on our show before
we have.
we went to camera, so we know a little bit about you already. Fact that you were born in Italy and you started playing professionally the harp at 15, as I remember.
Mhm.
But you studied piano and ballet, and was there a
Flute.
flute in there too?
Yes.
Wow, and you've played all over the world, from Mumbai to London to right here in San Diego. So we know a lot about you. So we wonder, what are you up to right now? What are you doing these days?
Oh, okay. Well, been fabulous. That's every day.
Every single day?
This is
But it
true.
comes natural. And I play the Westgate, downtown San Diego, and I'm one of two resident harpists, and I've been holding that position for 5 years. So
Wow.
that's what I'm up to in these days. Keep on playing at the Westgate 3 days a week during afternoon tea in the magnificent lobby. And also I play Chateau Marmont every other Sunday in LA. Pretty
Wow.
fancy.
Very fancy.
So I have these two residency that keep me quite busy and very happy.
Yeah.
And also I have other events, weddings, and anything that comes my way.
I don't know if you realize how really blessed you are to have those residencies. They're hard to come by. They're very hard to come by. How did you manage to find one at the Westgate? You're a harpist, so that already puts you in a different class, right? It sort of whittles down. There are not a lot of really proficient harpists. So, but that aside, how did Chiara get into the Westgate?
Well, I did my researches. That's also a great part of the pre-work. And as I moved to San Diego, I was like, oh, the harp would be great for afternoon tea. Let me Google who does afternoon tea, where, when. And the Westgate popped up. However, they had stopped afternoon tea for a while. So I've been, I sent email and I introduced myself, and I was adamant to convince them that whenever they restart with tea, I would be available, no matter when. Sure thing, it worked out. So
It worked out, or you made it work out?
both.
Yeah, you sure did. How long between the time you started to inquire to the time they actually called you to say, we'd like you to come and play? How long a time was that?
If I recall correctly, somewhere between 6 months and a year.
So your timing wasn't too off then. You actually were pretty good. You set the idea in motion, really pretty much right at the right point, perhaps. Because then they were actually ready to restart their afternoon tea program and needed a harpist. Right.
Yes.
And there you were.
Yes.
It's not, it really is not kismet so much as it is hard work and persistence.
Yes.
Right?
That's
It really
true.
is. And, we have this saying here, maybe it's my saying, but it's pleasant persistence, which is exactly what I expect from Chiara, that you're there, you let them know you're there, you're available, you're ready to work, but not in a way that becomes, hard to, push away or demanding or stressful for someone to deal with, right? It's always pleasant and short and sort of a reminder, I'm here, right?
I love it. Pleasant persistence.
Yes,
I love
pleasant
it.
persistence.
Just as well as when we want to remind whomever has to pay us a gentle reminder. Just like the gentle reminders, the pleasant persistent.
Pleasant persistence.
Did you notice
Yeah.
it?
I did.
What was it?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Oh, the TV went
Where's
off.
the remote? Oh,
It's up there on the no, is that my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Tipsy Current.
Yes,
Is it? It's
it
not
might
on
be
the
on the
armpit.
tipsy card.
I don't remember exactly, but something
That's not
like 6
yours on
months
the
to
arm
a
of the
year. There
chair?
was no tea suddenly. They had no tea. And then I was like, hi. And I would show up sometimes. I just show up and say hi.
This is the orange one.
We had the
Get back
blue
to
one.
the blue one.
You just, it's there. It's just,
I like the blue one better.
let's see if this will do it.
Oh, what's up there? Okay, cool.
How can we get that to stay?
I just don't understand why it won't.
You have to keep on every now and then, like,
Yeah, it's
Just move it.
or every now and then, like, click.
yeah. I wish maybe that. Yeah. So why don't we just take it from there? How long between? So, Chiara, how long between?
Start. Okay.
So, how long between your first inquiry into wanting to play at the Westgate and them calling you and saying we'd like you to play? How long a time span was that?
It was between less than a year, more than 6 months, somewhere in there.
And what was the frequency in which you would remind them that you were still available when they were ready to start their program?
Good question. Whenever I remembered, whenever I
Okay.
thought it would be okay, but not too often. So
Okay.
maybe a couple of months apart.
Okay.
So it's almost like your intuition was guiding you.
Yes.
That's really incredible. And it really is the right way to strategize when you
Mhm.
want something, to start and know it's going to be a process to get there. And so many of us, I think, are put off by, we tried, we did it, we gave it our one shot, we called, nobody called us back. And more today than ever before, it's just not the way it works, right? So that persistence is really what separates you, and it paid off.
Indeed.
Now, what about the Chateau Marmont in LA?
Similarly, very similarly. So it came up as an idea with a friend of mine. We went in LA. He's like, we should go to Chateau Marmont. It's like, oh, you should play there. I was like, I know, right? I should play there. So we dropped by for a drink. We showed up for a drink. And sure thing, the person who was like coming and say hello at the tables. And I was like, oh, by the way, I'm a harpist. If, just to whom it may concern. And he happened to be the manager. So a little bit serendipity. And the manager was like, oh, it was my dream to have the harp for Valentine. I wish I knew you back in February. The harp was my vision to be here in the restaurant. I was like, well, now you know me. What followed up was a couple of emails like, hi, following up, or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And way before the next February approached, I sure think emailed and it's like, well, let's put the vision to fruition and I'm available. Let me know. And yes, I did play for Valentine's dinner.
Mhm.
And that was the first of many other events. And then it turned into a Sunday brunch, regular
Beautiful.
That's amazing.
gig, as we call
Beautiful.
it, regular performance. And so I'm there every other Sunday.
And that is a really great example of how you can turn one date into many performances, right?
Mhm.
So you'll be blunt and you'll be honest with us, right? We know you can play, and we know you play beautifully. You have over 1,000 songs in your repertoire. You can play just about anything. So let's put that aside, right? Other than that, what do you attribute to your getting more jobs?
The personality.
Okay.
Definitely the personality. I had the answer ready halfway through the question. I was like, oh,
She knew.
She
knew.
the
She knew
personality.
where you were
She
going.
knew.
Well,
Yeah.
that's also intuition.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Intuition, a good personality, persistence, and focus, integrity, and all done with a smile
Mhm.
and with a sense of self. The way I present myself, colorful, bubbly, and I treat everybody in the same way, joyfully.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I guess that's the key, the personality, just to show up and really show the commitment and the idea that you truly care for that specific vision. And
I think it matters more than we sometimes think. The idea, first of all, that as a musician, you are going into someone else's space, and you are now the new feature in the space that has already had people that have formed relationships, and there's a hierarchy already in place, and now here you are. And I think that's probably one of the things that most of us in the music field don't understand. You need to sort of walk into a space like that, no matter how well you play, with some humility and a sense of self-awareness, an awareness of your surroundings, what you're walking into. I assume you do that exquisitely well. You did that tonight when you walked in.
Absolutely.
You do that every time that we see you. What is the secret to that? Is there a secret? Is that something you have to build up in yourself before you walk out the door, or is it just who you are?
well, in my case, it's just who I am. And I have this, I think it's, instead of being shy or embarrassed, the more embarrassed or shy I should be, the more easygoing I become. It's a sort of
Like a coping mechanism.
Yeah. So
Sounds really good to
Yes,
me. I wish
know,
I
I love
could
it.
do that.
I show up with, it can be anyone, and I'll be like, oh yeah, how's it going? Just coming from a place of not truly know what to say, I say the most easygoing thing, and then make people feel at ease. And I just smile, and in a way, being humble, the humility is a great characteristic, but also walking into like you own the place at the same time is the combination of the two elements. Mostly because to me, everywhere and everyone, it's kind of like, oh, it's as cool as a person or as a place. I really show up as I am, no matter of the place or the people.
So I have a question for you, because so many artists deal with imposter syndrome. I mean, as an artist, I certainly do. And yet I don't ever see that being an issue for you. Is there a mental dialogue or a preparation, or, when you're being pleasantly persistent, is there ever a time where you have to motivate or psych yourself up to continue, or is it just second nature?
It is second nature in the thing that I'm good at the most. The imposter syndrome certainly comes in when, in a specific part of the job, that's what I know. That's not really my cup of tea, and that's playing with other people. So playing with orchestras, and I know because I did it. And every now and then I was like, oh yes, because as musician, also another great characteristic is just say yes to everything, and then you can regret it later, complain later, but just say yes, walk into everything, and then you know what you're better at or not. So in my case, I get the imposter syndrome if they call me to play with orchestras, and the anxiety arises, and the imposter syndrome, it's right there, and there is no inner dialogue. I try like, okay, I got this, but then I know I don't. And I know it's like, oh, why did I say yes to that? I remember I don't like it because of all the other factors. So yes, playing with other people. I recently played with a string quartet for a wedding, and I knew it was like not really what I do. I'm like, I pulled it off with the nice smile and personality, but in reality, I was like, yeah, that's not my thing. Note to self. No. Just say next time can say.
So what was it, if I could ask, what was it about you, about the job, that didn't go as well as you would have liked?
Yeah, mostly is because when I play, the way I play, I just go with the flow. And if I want to play faster, slower, sometimes I go into a different songs just because I'm inspired. And from one song, I smoothly turn into another one and gives that surprise effect. And it creates a unique moment in time, sound-wise and vibe-wise. But when you play with orchestra, you can't do it with the other string quartet. So
very rigid.
yes,
very
you have
structured.
to just really follow the script. And sometimes in that specific case, the arrangements were also not done properly. So that didn't also help because they wanted me to play the
Oh.
violin 2 part. And I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes. Nope. It didn't go well. So I left the gig like, okay.
So they wanted you to play a part that wasn't written correctly?
Yeah. And follow the others and the arrangements. I was like, I would immediately thinking with my ego, I would play this differently, and it would sound better.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you know.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I play by myself. And a lot of people, when they meet me, oh, have you played with so and so? No. I would,
Happily.
and I wouldn't want to. No matter who, it can be like, oh, maybe for some exceptions, some bigger stars.
Well, that is the beauty of playing the harp as opposed to the flute,
Yes.
even the piano. The harp has much more color than a piano does, right? So even the piano doesn't really fill
As you need.
an arrangement
Yes.
as well as a harp does.
And you can create such nuances, and it's just such a magical moment for me all the time that having the freedom to play whatever and in whichever way I feel it in the moment. I truly lead life and everything I do by feelings. And that you can only do if you're like doing a solo gig.
And you recently surprised me, though, with some information. We were working on a possible event where you would play with the DJ. And I asked Chiara, do we need a set list? Do you need to provide? She said, no, whatever he plays, I'll improvise to. It'll be fine. It'll do it all the time.
Again, you go by feeling. I align and you just
That's
truly, you
amazing.
just feel it. It's something that happens naturally for me. I have some other friends, musicians, excellent musicians. They need the script, they need the music, they need the tempo. I work in the other way. And in fact, I'm glad you mentioned tomorrow I'm playing a wonderful event with two amazing DJs. And I'm going to play with them in between, joining the vibes between all the different DJs. And I'm so looking forward to it. And I also love the thrill of not knowing what it is. There is no script. You just play, and that's the magic. It's incredible.
Chiara, that is a gift.
It is a gift. And it takes such a level of confidence.
Mhm. It really does. There are musicians, as you say, who play by music. They read, and you can put them in any situation with the music in front of them, and they'll read it well. And then there are musicians who play from whatever God has given them, from their soul,
Creativity,
right?
yeah.
And the vibe and whatever's happening. And really that's what makes you so special for the business, the market that we're in, because the ambience really does fall to you to create. And so if you've got personality and you're reading the crowd and you're allowing the vibe to motivate you, to incentivize you, then you're playing into the event and you're helping to support it rather than just bringing in something that has no connection whatsoever. I mean, that happens with music as well.
Yes, and I love reading the crowd or trying to, and of course, seeing the demographic. And I'm like, okay, I can play some Beatles songs. I'm sure they will like it. Well, who doesn't? But especially, or if I see like a younger crowd and I play the latest pop hits in between classical things because I want to show off my skills. And I'm like, okay, I am, classically trained harpist, but I can play fun stuff too. And one time, if I may share this episode, one time I was playing and a gentleman walked by with a Led Zeppelin t-shirt, and then I started playing Stairway to Heaven, and he got it. He immediately turned around. I was like, I saw the t-shirt. And he was like, oh, thank you. And then he created a whole, you engage with the crowd, and then he creates that memorable moment that no other script or no other music or program could truly do. So I love that. That's why my niche to play solos for high-end event and according to whichever crowd or style of event. But this is, I feel it's a way that would carry through any job.
Has anyone ever said to you, Chiara, shut up and play?
Yes.
Have they?
It happened.
Have you
A
worked for
lady-
them more than once?
Well, I was playing on cruise ships, and of course I do. The moment I have the attention, then it's like a show. And I love a little bit of banter with the
Mhm.
crowd, and I share some information about the harp, the pedals, the strings, the color, and I just get sometimes carried away if I see there is attention from the audience. But in this specific, the champagne bar of the cruise ship, and that was the Queen Mary too. A lady was like, she said something like, they should pay you by the words, not by the notes, or something like that, or like.
Was it someone who worked there or a
No,
guest?
guest. You always have that one person. It's
Aw.
like, you should be paid by the words and not by the notes. And I was like, okay, no,
Slap.
I thought it was so funny.
It was funny.
It was. I was
well
like, well, that's. I
spoken.
was like, a good one. And
Yeah, it
then
was
I
a
was
good one.
like, okay. And then I started playing so many notes to catch up. And then I did. And I told them at the end, I was like, did I make it up with all those notes? And they laughed. And then that's how we become friends. It's like, but I love a good line or a good joke. I always try to pick up. And again, that's the personality. I'm like, okay, challenge accepted. I will shut up.
And what if you're playing for an audience that isn't receptive and just isn't taking the cues that you're giving them? Then what happens?
Oh, no, then in that case, I'll just do my own thing. I play for myself, and I'm having such a good time. Sometimes I'm in my own space. And then people realize, like, oh, by the way, we have been noticing you had such a good time playing, and it was so nice to see you enjoying doing what you were doing. So sometimes that happens. There is always that, play for yourself. It's like, okay, good. Then I'm going to play all my favorites. And in my head, there is always a commentary about songs. Sometimes I play something, I'm like, oh, that was a good one. If there would be like a sort of a commentary written.
There should be little bubbles.
Right,
You
they
know,
come up, pop
cartoon
up.
Bubbles.
I love it. Yeah.
And then, but not sometimes there would be also like beep. But anyway, so sometimes that happens too. I just enjoy what I do, and if whatever happens around it, it's extra,
Mhm.
added bonus to it. But I'm of course pick up on it and elevate it to the next level.
Well, and I really believe that's the beauty of a musician that understands what it is to play for an audience as an ambient player, someone who's providing environment, but also as someone who can engage and take it to the next level, should that be what the guests want. If they're engaging and they're sort of egging you on and giving you some challenges, then of course you want someone who's going to be up there and engage, because that makes people stay longer. It makes them drink more, let's be real. And it gives them a moment in time that's memorable from the last time they heard a harpist, right? Who didn't engage and didn't joke, because that's what a regular harpist does. No shade.
Yeah.
They're not paid to be entertainers. They're paid to play, but you bring that to a gig. And so that's what really differentiates you.
And I always feel myself as an entertainer that plays the harp, but mostly it's like entertaining. It's the main, the main word here for what I do. And that's why I'm not really good, again, with the other part of the jobs where you are just part of a bigger group where you're just one element. I am the whole thing.
Right.
I am the vibe.
Yeah, my way.
Exactly. I was like, no, let me do my solo.
Okay, so the harp in the front and you all behind me.
Backup dancers
Backup.
and singers. And, come in sometimes, but keep it low.
Right. No, I really...
Just be cute.
I think that the honesty and the fact that you're aware of what your strengths are and what you love to do helps everyone.
Yes.
Right. It doesn't really help if you don't bring your A game and you pretend like you're going to, right? That doesn't help. It's better to be honest up front, right?
And if you're blessed to play the way you want to play, why change it?
Play on.
Right. I mean, there's a gift. Yeah, there's a gift there. I imagine a very young Chiara, before the harp came into play, when she was taking ballet lessons of her just dancing around the house, just dancing from here to there, always dancing. I imagine in your heart, you're always dancing. Is that a fair
Yes,
assessment?
it's true.
Yeah.
And I would be exactly like you said. I just had an image of my mom telling me that when I was little, I would just float around the house. I would run around. You would even see the feet touching the ground because I would always be here fluttering like a social butterfly,
Yes, yes.
even in the house at a young age.
Yes.
And sometimes I remember I used to do like fun makeups, but I was a little girl just putting colors on my face, stealing my elder sister makeup. So I think I always been an entertainer and I wanted to be like sort of a showstopper.
I sort of have this vision now of Chiara on Halloween. And we do something with her hair so that it's like standing up and, maybe some like really wicked makeup in there. She is playing the harp,
Let's do it. See?
We got to find a gig, right?
Yes. I mean,
You're in for the drama.
The crazy the idea, but crazy in a good way. The grand the idea, the more I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do basic stuff.
No, don't no basic here. No basic here.
No, we do fun stuff.
Fun stuff. All right. I know we're running out of time. So I would like to end with 5 questions that you didn't know we were going to ask you. You didn't know anything. We don't tell our people anything. We try to, keep under the vest here. Okay. But we would like to ask you. I'm going to ask you 4 of them because I think one you've already sort of given us. Have you ever met one of your heroes? If so, who? If not, who would you most like to meet?
I have the answer. Recently at Chateau Marmont, Annie Lennox.
Oh.
Exactly. That was like,
Oh, wow.
Annie Lennox walks in and I'm like, keep playing. I'm like, inside, I'm like, oh. But outside, like I said, I'm like, doing my thing. And then I played one of her songs for one of her albums that I also love and know.
Mm-hmm.
Not the most obvious ones. I played like a very niche song, hoping that she would hear it and maybe pick up on it. I was like, this is for you. And I was just playing, and sure thing, on the way out, she stopped. She sort of squatted down a little bit to come to my level. So because I was sitting down, she came down and she walked by, and I was playing, and then I saw her. She said, we just want to say, and with the most beautiful voice, obviously, and the most beautiful grace. She's fantastic. And she said, we just want to say how much we enjoyed your music. She told me she was with another person. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, but outside I acted like cool. And that's what people like. Inside I was like, whoa.
Right.
And I was like, well, first of all, thank you. I said, I love all your music. And I said, that song was inspired by when I saw you. She was like, that was my the song that I loved the most. And inside I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So, but I was just like, she even left me a tip.
Nice.
Oh,
I won't ask how big it was, but
wonderful.
I'm glad that she
She
did.
was so no, but the fact that she spoke to me, that was the biggest gift, and that was one of the heroes.
Very
I met a
gracious.
lot of like other, more famous hyped people, but she is number one.
It is definitely risky to meet your heroes. It can be risky. It could be good, great, or it could be not so great. I'm glad you had a great experience with Annie. All right, what do you think most people say about you when you leave the room?
Oh, that's a good. I would love to know.
Wouldn't you?
I would love to know.
We're
I
not gonna
guess
tell you, no.
it depends on which room and what happened before.
Okay, that is a good
Or maybe it was
answer.
like, oh, finally
it's a
some
truthful answer.
finally some peace and quiet, maybe they could say. Or maybe they say, oh, wow, she's something else. I hope so.
Okay, I love it. I love it. It depends. That's a good
Or maybe,
answer.
who is she?
Who is she? You receive an invitation telling you you're invited to play. Who sent it to you, or where did it come from? Who's inviting you to play, or where are they asking you to play?
The answer that came to my mind, on the moon.
On the moon.
On the moon. Okay.
Now the hair will be up.
The hair will be up.
Gravity. Maybe
I
less
love
I
it.
feel
Less.
like
No
I feel
gravity.
light.
You're going to be
light.
playing like this. Right,
And
right.
maybe- yeah,
We'll have to tape the thing down. We'll have to,
Or like grab the strings.
Right.
That would be fun.
We'll have to keep you down. What's the word I'm looking for?
Grounded, maybe.
Ground you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to keep you grounded. Yeah, exactly. Floating in the air.
That was the answer that came into my head the moment I heard your question.
I love it.
That says a lot.
I can honestly say I don't think anybody else would answer that
Or
way.
will
I love
ever,
it.
or will ever. Yeah. All right. Last question. What's one piece of advice you've been given? One piece of advice you've been given that you continue to carry with you. One piece of advice.
Being given. Oh, that's a good one.
I have good ones.
Do I listen to people? Do I listen to advices? Because my parents would say otherwise. Because like I never listen to advices.
Sei italiana.
See, exactly. I don't know. For some reason, I can only think of what advice I could give to others. What advice have I been given? Always to lead with integrity. So, and I did follow. Integrity, and then I add a smile to it.
And you add what to it?
A smile.
Mhm.
Integrity
A smile.
and a
Integrity
smile.
with a smile. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's a beautiful. We actually have a tipsy about integrity that we talk about integrity. It's important to me. I love that she said that. So unscripted too.
Mhm.
So unsolicited.
It really was unscripted.
Would you lead us out with a song? Would you lead us out with something?
Of course.
Okay, play us out.
I would.
Chiara Capobianco.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Chiara.
Hey, thank you for listening to Bollotta-FIDE.
If you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
And remember to leave us your questions or comments at bollotta.com/podcast.
Bollotta-FIDE is a production of Bollotta Entertainment.
Hey, that's a lot of Bollotta. Stay engaging.
think I overdid it. And now I just try not to.
It's all there. It's in your bones. It's in your muscles.
I think at this point in your career, it's really about